As I've said many times, we're in a ground war when it comes to reclaiming rights lost to overzealous elected officials who responded to COVID in overhanded fashion. Just remember, folks, it wasn't COVID that caused the damage. It was the response to it by these collective morons worldwide. So in ground wars, there are many skirmishes and small victories, such as the one reported by the Sacramento Bee last week. They ran a story headlined, "Judge Questions Clarity of New California Law Targeting Doctors Who Share COVID-19 Misinformation." For those of you who don't know it, this despotic law punishes doctors who advise their patients about anything that varies from the approved COVID playbook, similar to Bill 36 that was enacted into law in British Columbia. Now, ask any honest constitutional scholar in the US, and they'll tell you it's unconstitutional. Now, a California judge seems to agree and thinks it's unconstitutionally vague. Effective January 1st, the law says doctors who share false information about COVID treatment options or vaccines, deliberately or not, could be disciplined for unprofessional conduct, which could lead to them losing their medical license. But it seems like the judge who heard this case just doesn't get it. A federal judge said Monday that he couldn't make sense of critical provisions in a new law that punishes doctors for spreading false information about COVID-19 to their patients. Senior Judge William Shub called its definition of misinformation nonsense during a hearing in the United States District Court in Sacramento. The law's language defines misinformation as false information that is contradicted by a contemporary scientific consensus contrary to the standards of care. Clear as mud, huh? Well, apparently not. It turns out that during the court hearings, Governor Newsom's lawyers couldn't come up with any concrete examples for the judge of what would be considered actionable misinformation under the law either, which seems to have left the judge downright skeptical and perplexed. When asked to more specifically discuss statements that could violate the rule, government attorney Liska declined to do so, saying it was dependent on the circumstances of each individual patient. Then how do you expect doctors to know what may violate the law? Shub countered. Methinks, Judge, that's the point. Sowing the seeds of confusion to reap the harvest of control. Anyway, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Please post any comments you have in the comment section. You can also follow me in my Rumble on my Locals account. If you're on my Rumbles, please subscribe to it, because occasionally YouTube will strike me down because they don't like what I've had to say. And, in those circumstances, it's always nice to have an alternative. Check out some of my past videos, and I will see you next time.